During the first 2 weeks of recovery after a total knee replacement surgery, the primary focus is managing pain, managing swelling, and working on building confidence in the new knee replacement. Most of my patients, I will explain to them that the knee replacement itself after surgery, especially when it's a cemented implant, which most of the time it is virtually indestructible. The knee implant, the bone, everything is solid, everything is in place. You can be full weight bearing on that leg. The question is, does the brain and the nervous system believe what I am telling you as your therapist? Most of the times it doesn't. So when I'm working with somebody after surgery, within the first 24 to 48 hours, even 72 hours, my objective is not to gain range of motion. That will come with time. I'm not trying to strengthen the muscles. That too will come with time. I'm trying to build confidence in the patient, in the client, so that they know when you stand on the surgical leg, it's not gonna buckle. It's not gonna give out on you. It's gonna be there to support you. So the 3 exercises I usually prescribe within the first 24 to 72 hours, the first couple days after surgery, are really simple. I like to do them at the kitchen counter because most of us have a sink that we can kind of grab onto. I park the walker on the side because to me the walker is still a little unstable and doesn't make my patient feel confident. But if we have the kitchen sink that we can hold on to, one of the simplest things to start doing is literally front to back weight shifts so that the surgical leg can feel what it feels like to pick up the back foot and bear the full weight of the person's body. So we would do 15 to 20 repetitions with the surgical foot in front. I'm holding onto the kitchen counter. Now, 15 to 20 repetitions is just to give you enough practice. It's not about strength. It's not about endurance. It's about building confidence in the surgical knee. Then we would switch. We'd put the surgical leg back and we would do 15 to 20 repetitions where I'm taking the weight from my surgical side and putting it to my non-surgical side. This is a very simple, uncomplicated, gentle exercise. It does not increase inflammation. It does not increase swelling. Once I've been comfortable with that, then what I like to do is I like to have the surgical leg on the far side from the counter, because if you have looked at any of the other videos about using a cane, we usually use the cane opposite the surgical leg so that we maintain a center of gravity within our base of support. But basically what I'm going to do is the same exact thing I just did here. Now I'm going to do it with one hand support instead of 2. I would repeat 15 to 20 repetitions. Once I feel confident, once I know that that knee is stable, then I would actually step through and step back. And so now this is starting to replicate the gait cycle, the walking mechanics. I'm trying to make sure that when I step back, I've got about 12 inches of space between my back toe and my front heel. When I step through, same thing, I've got about 12 inches of space from my front heel to my back toe. This is the surgical leg, and it's giving me a chance to really just kind of see, hey, what does this feel like? I find that patients anticipate pain that doesn't ever come. And so once we've done it a few times, the nervous system understands, okay, I can step through, I don't have to take these little choppy steps, and it's not gonna hurt. And then from this position, we actually start to walk. We walk forward, we walk backward. And the reason why we walk backward is because once I take away the perception of sight, my nervous system and my proprioceptive system have to feel what the leg is doing. After any kind of surgery, we lose the kinesthetic sense. We lose the proprioception. You know, that's an important word. I know what my hand is doing in space. I know that it's about to touch my head. I know that it's reaching away from me because I can feel it, not because I can see it. And I want to regain the sense of proprioception in my foot, my knee, my hip, that goes along with walking so that it just becomes second nature and I'm not thinking of it. And then of course, as we're doing this, we go front to back. Then we switch, we do a little side to side. This is loading the leg a little differently. As I gain confidence, then I can do a crossover step in front, crossover step behind. And the reason why we want to start changing these positions is because as you advance, as you go through the recovery process, I want my clients to be able to walk on a flat, well-lit, stable surface, but then I need them to be able to change directions. I need them to be able to walk on grass and gravel. I need them to be able to respond to the real world, which isn't always well-lit, flat, firm surface. They need to be able to go through transitions, step over obstacles, spend time just one leg balance on the surgical side. These are all the things that we want to expose clients to in the physical therapy clinic, because the biggest barrier we're dealing with is we need to control the environment. We need to reduce variables so we know what we're working on, and we need to manage the fear of what's going to happen. The physical therapy clinic is the place to manage fear more than anything else. You'll gain strength, you'll gain range of motion, you'll improve balance, you'll get all of those things. But what we do here is we help to put you in uncomfortable situations to build the confidence so that when you go out into the real world, you're ready to achieve whatever goal you have. Guys, if you have other questions, let me know. Post it down in the comments. If you haven't already followed the channel, please take a minute, hit follow, like the videos, and I'll see you on the next video.